Road rage incidents have become very common in the world today, and sometimes things get quite wild. Like this cop who ended up punching the driver during a traffic stop, first case, while this man drove his car right through a parade, second case. During another road rage incident, a couple was arrested for pulling out a gun in the middle of the road, third case. A woman went through a wild meltdown over a minor crash, fourth case. And a man was arrested for bringing a gun into the premises of an elementary school, fifth case. With that being said, let's dive into our next case. A Meriton police officer faces assault charges following a violent road rage incident captured on camera. According to investigators, the footage shows an off-duty officer with more than 20 years of law enforcement experience reaching into a citizen's vehicle and punching him in the face. On December 8, 2023, 37-year-old Thomas Broglio was driving his company vehicle with the dash camera on as he approached a red light at the intersection of France Street and Cromwell Avenue in Rocky Hill. The truck Broglio was honking at was driven by 57-year-old off-duty Meriton Police Corporal Alan Ganter. Ganter exited his truck, displayed his badge, and approached Broglio. He started taking pictures of Broglio's license plates. Broglio accused Ganter of using his phone, escalating the confrontation. Ganter then threatened to issue Broglio a ticket and contacted his supervisor. When Broglio requested Ganter's badge number, Ganter angrily punched him in the face, asking if he wanted to get arrested. Ganter drove away, and Broglio called Rocky Hill Police, reporting the assault. The police responded promptly and generated an incident report, noting that the punch left Broglio dazed and possibly concussed. Rocky Hill Police contacted Ganter at his home. Ganter asked officers if he could charge Broglio, but he was ultimately charged with breach of peace and assault. As a school resource officer for Thomas Edison Middle School, Ganter violated the Meriton Police Department's Code of Conduct. Consequently, he was suspended for 5 days without pay and will be required to attend de-escalation training for 3 consecutive years.
Sounds good. Let me get your badge number.
Pressing charges against me, like for breach?
Yeah.
Like because I yelled at him and stuff?
For assault, because you hit him.
I got it all blocked off. The Lloyd Center exit, the Convention Center exit, every motherfucking exit. You punk!
Or a rampage? Is he going to be killing families, at the parade, or is he just angry at the blockage, or what's going on?
Next up, we have the case of Sydney Meckham, who ended up driving right through Portland's annual Grand Floral Parade, endangering the lives of many people. In June 2023, Sydney was on his way to his mother's house, driving through Portland, Oregon, when he found most of the roads were closed due to the Grand Floral Parade. Realizing that he is going to be late, Sydney got so angry that he began to drive like a maniac and speeded through roads, busy streets, and even a parade full of people. The evidence of the crime was all captured in Sydney's own dashcam, which made it easier for the cops to arrest him, as he was later accused of multiple charges. In the video, Sydney can be seen angrily talking to someone on the phone before he gets infuriated and completely loses his mind. Within the next few minutes, Sydney insanely drives through the blocked roads, speeding his way across the area before driving right into a swarm of people who had gathered to join the parade. As the people run away, terrified from Sydney's driving, police officers on duty try to stop Sydney, but are no match for him. However, Sydney is later stopped by a closed signal and finds himself surrounded by the police. Sydney was later arrested for multiple charges, and his car was regarded as a weapon in the incident. However, this isn't the only crazy road rage incident that has occurred.
Ago, we heard from the presiding officer who did not set bail for the couple. That woman, Nazi Ortiz, she said up front closest to the translator.
In a steamy road rage incident in Harris County, Texas, a couple was arrested for shooting at a car and fleeing. The video shows the woman allegedly shooting at a car that had a 2-year-old child in the back seat, while the man, along with her, was accused of assaulting the victim. The video was captured by a witness on his cell phone, in which the woman, named Nasli Ortiz, can clearly be seen holding a gun, while the male suspect, named Benjamin Green, stands by her. The two later try to flee after Nasli shoots at the car. The two were later arrested, and Nasli was charged with aggravated assault using a deadly weapon, whilst Benjamin was charged with aggravated assault. It was later discovered that Benjamin had previously served in the U.S. Navy, while Nasli was not a U.S. citizen and was from Colombia and used to run a cleaning business with Benjamin. Reports said that the couple got into a road rage fight with someone, and while the other car drove by, Benjamin was seen stepping out of his vehicle and attempting to assault the victim, while Nasli took out a gun and shot at the victim's car as it drove away. Fortunately, no lives were lost, but the victim was taken to the hospital for checkups.
In the middle of an order! I have food in my car! I have food in my car!
You need to calm
I have
down.
food in my car!
You need to
I
calm
have
down.
food in my car!
Stand over here.
In May 2024, a woman named Kayla Guitare crashed into another vehicle at a signal in Wisconsin. And for some reason, Kayla lost complete control of herself. The video, shot on the police officer's body cam who had arrived at the scene shortly after the crash took place, shows Kayla verbally abusing the other driver and the cops. As the cops arrive, they see Kayla insanely screaming at the other driver, and they ask a passerby what had happened, and are told that after crashing, Kayla began wailing and won't calm down. As the cops turn to Kayla, she begins screaming at them, saying that she has to go as she is in the middle of an order and has food in her car. Kayla is clearly having a meltdown as the officers tell her that she cannot leave yet and that she needs to calm down. But she gets more and more out of control by each second. As Kayla begins to scream at someone on the phone, it's discovered that she is panicking at the thought of getting her job ruined, as she is late for a delivery. However, her abusive behavior towards the cops later gets her into trouble, as all the cops were doing was help Kayla. After playing it cool for a long time and patiently ignoring every insult and gesture, the cops try to get Kayla's insurance, but she refuses to cooperate. The body cam footage shows Kayla's insanely abusive behavior, which might make one think that Kayla might be suffering through some kind of mental illness. However, nothing can justify talking to anyone in this manner, let alone the cops who are just trying to help.
Some parents came to pick them up because they got scared.
He did make some kind of threat to the victim.
A threat made while en route to the jail that's written.
Report states Rosa's son was picked up by a relative. Rosa is now facing several charges, including aggravated assault and having a firearm within 100 feet of a school campus.
The next case will blow your mind. Outside the Forest City Elementary School in Altamonte Springs, a man was stopped by the cops under the accusation of pulling out a gun in the school's premises and threatening to shoot another driver. The video, captured on the officer's body cam, shows the man named Vincent Rosa in his vehicle outside the school, seemingly agitated. As the video unfolds, we can see Vincent getting more and more confrontational with the police, not realizing that the crime he has been accused of might get him into serious trouble. However, he refuses to cooperate with the police and asks them if they have done anything about the other driver who had run the red light on him. Vincent claims that the object in his hand was simply his vape and not a gun. However, along with some other witnesses and the complaint made by the school's assistant principal, the officers have the complete right to detain Vincent. He keeps telling the cops that he wants to speak to the other driver who accused him of having a weapon. But the cops ignore his demand as they're responding to a possible threat, and their goal is in fact to de-escalate the situation. The officers are later forced to put Vincent in handcuffs because of his uncooperative behavior. Later, Vincent admits to having a gun in his car and is placed under arrest for having a weapon within 1,000 feet of a school, which is a serious crime, an aggravated assault with intent to commit a felony. The hearing of the case is still ongoing. With that, we wrap up today's video. Like and subscribe for more content, and leave your suggestions down below. And thanks for watching.